folks. I want to take a couple of minutes to talk to you this week about the major constitutional situation going on in California and Virginia and how it's affecting us. Now, the argument could be made that if you don't live in California or Virginia, it doesn't affect you. But I think that people are being narrow-minded about this. So the first thing you have to note, of course, is two states are on opposite sides of the country. Two completely different demographic groups, society-wise. They're just different people, East Coasters and West Coasters. However, both predominantly Democrat states run by Democrat governors. So what they're telling you is these bills are about safety. This last week, Gavin Newsom, California's governor, signed in, I believe, 16 to 18 new gun laws that basically gut the Second Amendment completely. You can have a musket, I think, now, and your musket can't be more than so long, and the only way you can hold your gun is if you're in your closet under a blanket, and some ridiculousness. Okay? So both governors have vehemently just defended this chain of gun bills, and they're identical in both states. They're identical. There are plenty of people going over the precise details of them, but basically they ban accessories, certain styles of magazines, certain sizes of magazines, various functionalities, things to basically make half the guns that people own today go away. Down to the weight of guns even. Even guns are getting fat shamed. Anyway, so when asked recently about it, the particular part of these two chain of bills they're trying to pass in both states is both states are trying to ban militias. Gavin Newsom has said in the past, if you want to be part of a militia, join the National Guard. The problem with that, as we've discussed in the past, is the National Guard is unconstitutional. If you read the Second Amendment, a well-trained militia being necessary to the security of a free state, comma. The militia is supposed to be there in support of the state to protect it from the tyrannical government that could happen. The Dick Act federalized the militias. How can a group that is beholden to the federal government have our interests at heart? Therefore, the National Guard and the Dick Act are unconstitutional, period. The Dick Act basically amounts to the rich kid on the block saying, hey, you guys want to come play with my cool toys? You got to join my club. And that's troublesome. But I think something else that people are missing is these two states have very, very strong socialist principles. Both their governors support organized baby murder. In the case of Ralph Northam, he supports baby murder up to 3 years of age. Yeah, 3 years of age. Do you really want a person like that disarming part of our populace? Especially a socialist. We've seen what happens when socialists disarm people. Ask Venezuela, ask Russia, ask Armenia, ask World War II area Serbians. Yeah. Disarmament never goes well for the people being disarmed. And when you already have a leader that has demonstrated he has no moral problem with taking a human life. In fact, he will attack it at its earliest stages Do you think you're safe? No, not even remotely. This is not an easy fight, but it can be fought. It can be fought, and believe it or not, it probably can be won. There are lots of tools in place to help us do that, the Second Amendment being one of them. But I'm hoping we're not there yet. So here's some things you can do, things that matter. We have constitutional brothers and sisters in Virginia who are going to throw rallies and demonstrations and stuff. If you live there, near there in another state, and you can go support them, go support them. Stand with them. Just because they live in another state doesn't mean they're not our brothers and sisters. Their freedom matters as much as ours does, and if we allow someone to take their freedoms, ours are next, guaranteed it. Secondly, call your congressman. Regardless of what state they live in, let them know, hey, we support Virginia and we'd like you to support Virginia too. California as well. There are good people in California who are trying to fight the tide, but they're outnumbered badly. So again, speak to your congresspersons. Let them know. Pitch in, help. You value your freedoms, and you want your congressman to help protect other people's freedoms. It matters. And lastly, make sure your voter registration is up to date and vote. I'm not a big proponent of voting, but I have to hope that we can still change things with a vote. I have to hope as a father we're not to that point yet that we have to go that extra mile. But if that extra mile is the step we have to take, maybe that's a reality we have to look at. If you have any questions or there's anything I can look into or answer about this for you, let me know in the comment section. As always, like, share, help me get this out there. Let people know what's going on. And as always, be decent to each other, because we're all in this together. God bless.